morning, everyone. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. And first of all, let me apologize for the way I sound because with just, weather change, I don't feel all that great. I actually feel like I've been reincarnated as a wash rag. But nevertheless, got to get these videos out. So let's continue to unpack. So after watching Who the TF Did I Marry, and once again, if you haven't seen it, please run over there and watch it, because like I said before, it's entertaining, informative, and everything else. I actually went searching for follow-up videos. So I seen about 3 or 4 follow-up videos because mind you, he has been with a lot of women. So there's actually 2 ex-wives and 2 girlfriends. So the lady that's doing the video actually will be considered the 3rd ex-wife, I believe. So now let's jump to the other side with this man, and I'm gonna call him what they call him in the video. They called him Legion. That was his name in the video. The lady that's did Who the TF Did I Marry, Reese, I think that's her name, was saying how, yeah, he was a pathological liar. Well, in my opinion, this man was a narcissist, pathological liar, and a master manipulator. So, and he also had a predatory spirit on him. Now, a lot of people seem to believe that when you say, predator, they think that only relates to one thing. But it does not. Anybody that preys on a specific type, in my opinion, can be deemed a predator or have a predatory spirit. And the reason why I say that is because, so 2 of the follow-up videos that I see with the 2 girlfriends, now I'm not sure if he was dating these women at the same time, but I kind of believe that he was because of their story. So he had told 2 of the ladies that he was getting ready to get bonded out of jail because he'd been locked up for something. And 2 of the ladies were like, okay, well, it's good for you. And one of the ladies said that he walked 10 blocks, no, not 10 blocks, I'm sorry, 10 miles from the jail to her house. Stay with me because I'm going somewhere. Trust me, I'm going somewhere. And she said he knocked on her door. He was outside talking to her and telling her, I'm sorry, things are going to get better, I'm going to change, blah, blah, blah. And she said he just sucked her right back in. And I'm like, okay. So then, going back to the other young lady, Reese, as she said that she asked him, why did you marry me? Okay, she said, we could have just been boyfriend and girlfriend and did whatever. She said, why did you marry me? She said, he turned around and told her that, I had to marry you because you was only going to be my girlfriend for a year. See where I'm going? Okay, you see the destination? That is simply, I'm saying, is that with him telling, he had a plan for these women. Okay, he had a plan for all of these women that he was with. And he told 2 women, I'm getting ready to get bonded out of jail. And they both like, okay, whatever. But he only followed through with one of them, with walking to her house and talking to her about how he was going to change. He only followed through with one of them. And that is because he knew, that he was going to be able to get her. He knew he was going to be able to sway her with his words. And the one thing that the young lady in the video, who was his girlfriend, kept saying, how broken she was. She kept saying, I was so broken. I was so broken. So this man purposely went after women who were or who he deemed vulnerable so that he could manipulate them into exactly doing what it is that he wanted to do or what he was getting out of it. And I feel like what Reese was saying in her video is that he was getting the pure pleasure out of controlling situations. That he was getting, she made a point of saying that she think he got some pleasure out of her eyes lighting up when he was telling her certain things, knowing that they wasn't going to follow through. So the topic of, I think, my conversation is right now is that it's not even a topic, but it's really more like my opinion. Master manipulates a narcissist basically will go after people, and this happens to men too, men and women. They definitely will go after people who are vulnerable or in a vulnerable state, because we all have vulnerable states and vulnerable moments and things that happen to us. But the big key is what you do while you're in that vulnerable moment is how you protect yourself from a lot of these people that purely looks for vulnerable people, that purely looks for people that are going through rough times, and they just dive in for the kill. And when I say it's what you do in those vulnerable moments, is that you have to be very self-aware that, okay, I'm not in a good place right now. I'm not doing all that well right now. So the last thing that I need is to be dating or being with someone, or trying to reach out to, the opposite sex for purely dating. Now, reaching out to people is not a bad thing. Those are things that, that can be done to help you. But again, it's what are you doing while you're in these vulnerable moments? Like, if you, like for me, I battled depression a lot in my life. And whenever I got into those moments when I was, and I visibly knew that I was, I would isolate myself, kind of like cut myself off. Now, in hindsight, is that a good thing? Probably not. But on the flip side, it kind of was, because I didn't leave myself open for the wrong type of person or anything, because I was like, I don't feel myself. I don't feel like being around people. Let me just stay to myself until I feel better, until this passes. I truly believe that that was one of the actions that, as I got older, kept me from being really just taken advantage of. Have I been taken advantage of, dating the wrong people, been manipulated and cheated on, all that stuff? Yeah, I have. I'm not going to sit here and say that I haven't, because I have. But I really do feel like self-preservation, and you have to be very aware of yourself when you are in these vulnerable states, not to be so focused on, I don't feel like myself, so let me still date, or let me still talk to someone, or let me still be physical with someone, or let me put myself out there when I know I don't feel 100%, or I know I don't feel my best. And that to me is a very important thing, because that will keep these type of people that only go after people that are vulnerable kind of like at bay from you, with a lot of prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like, prayer don't get you through anything, but with a lot of prayer. And in watching Who the TF Did I Marry, and listening to, you know, the young lady Reese, and listening to one of the ex-wives and the girlfriends and everything, and listening to how this man was, I started to ask myself, I wonder what happened to him that made him act this way, that made him believe that it was okay to be this lying, manipulative type of person. Like, what happened to him that this is how he deemed himself to be? Because believe it or not, I truly believe that everyone's life, there you come at a crossroads. Doesn't matter whatever happened to you, but I believe in everyone's life, you get to this crossroads where you're going to say, I am going to either go to the left and continue to be this low vibrational person, or I am going to be this really bitter off person that's going to let whatever happened to me define my life, and I'm just going to keep going and just making bad decisions, and I'm just going to wear this pain, grief, and this bitterness like a comfortable blanket. Or I am going to go to the right, and I'm going to take these things that's happened to me, and I'm going to turn them around, and then I'm going to try to really figure out that's the person that I don't want to be, and those are the things that I don't want to do. So I'm really going to strive to heal and be better, and keep going. I believe that when you get to a certain age, that, you know, those are choices that you can make. And the older people, when I was growing up, I always had this saying, well, if they knew better, they would do better. Okay, but when do you decide that you want to know better? When do you decide that you want to do better? When do you sit there and decide to take some accountability and responsibility and say, you know what, I could do a lot better than what I'm doing. I could feel a lot better than what I'm feeling. I could make better decisions and have the type of life that I feel like I should have, and do better than what I'm doing. I mean, I really refuse to believe that people just walk around and want to be ignorant of things all day life, and that's an excuse for the way they treat people horribly, you know, and the way they act toward people. So you guys tell me what you think. Do you feel like it's kind of like a two-parter? The first one is like, you know, leave me a comment below. If you feel like when you're in a vulnerable state, it is best not to concentrate on dating and stuff, and it's better to concentrate on yourself and getting to a better place. And number two, do you feel like there is no such thing as people not knowing, so it's okay for them not to take accountability for a lot of the negative things and actions that they have done? So leave me a comment below, and please like, comment, share, subscribe. I need all those things to help my channel grow. I'm not going to be like one of these people up here to be like, don't care about if y'all like a comment on my videos, because I need to know what the people like. I'm here for the people. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, what do the people like? What do the people want to talk about? If you want a topic that you would like for me to discuss, leave that too. But until we have another Carpool Confessionals, be blessed, be prosperous, And always take time to thank God for even the little things so that he may bless you with more. Have a great day, guys.